We're coming to you from the Standard Bank Gallery in Johannesburg. Welcome to the Art Bulletin, and thank you so very much for staying with us. From street art to outdoor exhibitions, the Mother City is using its public spaces to celebrate all things creative until the 22nd of this month. Cape Townians are invited to turn the city inside out by viewing, exploring, and experiencing its creativity.
The Cape Town Creative Week is an annual celebration of creativity, innovation and culture. The event in its fourth year serves as a celebration of the Mother City's vibrant creative sector as well as a platform for expression, community engagement and experimentation. This week-long homage to artists, advertisers, architects, authors and more encourages locals to take part in the events that utilize the people and places in this vibrant city.
The Sharp project by Drama for Life will take dance, poetry, music and much more to the Hillbrow Theatre stage on Tuesday. The project will highlight issues of sexuality, HIV and AIDS, and entrance is free.
The Sharp project comes as a practical component of the advanced diploma students. They collaborate as performers, as facilitators, and the Sharp project deals with sexuality, HIV, AIDS, and representation, which is right at the heart of the work that Drama for Life does.
I'm facilitating in terms of bringing together the story and also bringing together the forms that performance will come up with, and the UJ students are coming up with the multimedia designs, the projections. So I'm basically in the middle between performance and projection, and how then we talk about these things and how then we bring them together.
Visual artists, museums and galleries are getting ready for one of the biggest highlights of their calendar in the City of Gold, the FNB Joburg Art Fair. We caught up with the man who heads this spectacle, and here's what he had to say.
This will be the 6th year of the FNB Joburg Art Fair, and for this year we have a focus on photography. We have 33 galleries participating and 22 special projects, and we're expecting around about 10,000 visitors as well. But what has changed is that in the years we're starting to get a lot more international art buyers who are interested in focusing on buying work from Africa. You know, when we started the art fairs 6 years ago now, African contemporary art didn't have much international following, and what's happened in the last 6 years is that suddenly African contemporary art is very popular both internationally and locally. So the art fair in a way has been lucky in that it's coincided with that growth and the interest.
It's a unique, multilingual and multimedia journey through Southern Africa's history. That's their city, which opens at the Market Theatre on Thursday.
It's more the sense of history being something that's multi-layered and multifaceted, and there are many different viewpoints and many different pulling and pushing factors and many different ways of understanding and interpreting ourselves through our history and our place in the world and our place to the rest of the world.
People can expect to be entertained by what should normally be a serious topic, to be refreshed by how we tell that story, to hopefully be surprised by the different things that we use on stage, how we employ video and projection, and how we move between these different ways of telling a story.
2 South African films have made their debuts at the Toronto International Film Festival. The one is the big screen dramatization of Nelson Mandela's autobiography titled Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. The other one is animated movie Kumba.
Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom is said to have received an 8-minute standing ovation at the Toronto International Film Festival. The film is about the life of former President Nelson Mandela. Reports say the standing ovation was coupled with a rapturous applause at the Roy Thompson Hall. It features Idris Elba, who plays Mandela, and the UK's Naomi Harris as the struggle activist's wife, Winnie Madikizela Mandela. Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom will be released in South Africa in November. Meanwhile, Kumba is one of only 5 films selected to be screened as part of the kids section of the festival. It follows the adventures of a young zebra born with only half his stripes. When his superstitious herd blame him for the sudden drought affecting the land, he teams up with a sassy wildebeest and a flamboyant ostrich to find the legendary waterhole where the first zebras got their stripes. Kumba will be released in South Africa on October 25th.
The second production of Exhibitions, Great Art on Screen series was released exclusively at Cinema Nouveau Theatres yesterday. The exhibition is the largest retrospective of the late Edvard Munch's work ever displayed.
Munch 150 celebrates Edward Munch's 150th anniversary in Norway, and what they've done is they have put together an exhibition which features about 220 of his works in celebration of this. It forms part of exhibition Great Art on Screen, which releases exclusively at Cinema Nouveau from the 14th of September, and is the second installment in this production series called Exhibition Great Art on Screen.
Gabo Muvilagazi Langamantunga and Tabso Khati are just some of the speakers that will headline this year's 10th anniversary of the Mushito Music Conference and Exhibition. Some of the issues expected to go under the spotlight include that growing gap between live music venues and music festivals.
Some of the speakers include the organizers of events such as the Drumbeat Festival, Opikopi, and the Speak the Mind poetry sessions. These speakers will address issues such as live music. Some believe there isn't a strong live music circuit in Southern Africa because artists in the region are not speaking to each other. Also up for discussion is social media, which is integral to the survival of brands in today's spaces. There's also a panel discussion titled Going on Tour, What Every Touring Artist Needs to Know, to share insights about how to handle this potentially lucrative but complex aspect of the music industry. Mushito organizers have promised to deliver insightful, relevant and meaningful industry wisdom from people in the know.
Historical South African theatre lovers will be happy to know that Asina Mali is on stage this month. This tale that brings 5 men together in a South African prison debuts at the Soweto Theatre and ends next Sunday.
It's a type of play that speaks to the people about the issues that people went through at the time, and also people today identify with those issues. So you find a lot of the older generation identifying with some of the stories that are being told and some of the events and the occurrences of the time. Today you have young people who also agree and also identify with the stories.
It's quite a big production. This has been done a lot of times. It was done on 2010. It was done in 2010 by the original cast, and people, when they watch it, they want to see the difference between the original cast and the new cast. I think Tina will be interpreting it in a different way because we are a youth.
And that brings us to the end of today's Art Bulletin, coming to you from the Standard Bank Gallery in Johannesburg. For any information on any of their exhibitions, you can visit www.standardbankarts.co.za. You can keep in touch with us by emailing theartbulletin@sabc.co.za. You can also like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Until next weekend, it's a goodbye from us.